Hi, everyone. Steve Adubato. We kick off the program with my longtime friend and colleague in the media, Joe Piscopo. Joe Piscopo Show, AM 970. The Answer, weekdays 6. This dude gets up at like 3 or 4, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And also on 77 WABC, I do not miss a Sunday night. Sundays with Sinatra, hosted by Joe Piscopo. Sundays from 6 to 8, a legend from Saturday Night Live and a whole bunch of other great things. Hey, how are you, Paisan?
Steven, you look great. So every hit I do on TV, I put a suit and tie on because you and I are from the Bloomfield Avenue School of Style. And you got to do the Frankie Vincent, Joey Pesci, dress it up a little bit. So I'm on with my buddy Steve. I've
So
known
what
you 100
happened,
years.
Joe? What
I'm
happened?
home. I'm in Hunterdon County. And I said, let me just kick back at my house. We're Zooming. And look at me. But look, this is for you. You know, the great comedian Jeff Norris gave me this shirt. How cool is that shirt? It's Jersey, baby. Look at that. And it's got all the counties, the 21 counties on my sweatshirt. So, and the hat's Tunnel to Tower. So I'm locked and loaded, but I don't look near as good as you, my friend.
And Tunnel to Tower is Mary Gamb, our executive producer. Mary, connect with our folks, because I just saw a Tunnels to Towers 30-second spot. We need to do a feature on that organization because they are incredible, the work that they're doing. We'll do that. Hey, Joe, let's do this. Where the heck are we in 2024 when it comes to those of us in the media, all different mediums, and our responsibility to report and talk about things factually, but always respectfully, even when we disagree? Please, Joe.
Yeah, it's a great question, my friend. You know, and you actually started it even before I did that. I got into the radio, so if you keep it, what I try to do is keep it everybody calm. Everybody's scared, and you got to calm everybody down, no matter what you believe. You and I are old school Essex County Democrats. You know, it's like I'm not anymore, but I always was. And
I'm not anymore, Joe. Whoa. I'm a journalist.
What? Yeah. Oh, yes. You're a journalist. A Democratic journalist.
No, Joe, hold on. Just because you used to be a Democrat and then you transformed into, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm going to say this. Those who watch our programming know, I don't care if someone's a Democrat or Republican.
No, you're right. You're always like that.
But don't you try to do the same thing, Joe?
Oh, man, I'm after the 4 hours on the radio, 6 to 10 on AM 970, The Answer. You come on, you've hosted. You know, it's like a wild runaway train. And then I see all the news coming in, and then you don't know if it's real or not. And I can read everything offline, but I don't. I got to check with Joe Sibilia. I got to check with Alcatula.
The producers,
Debbie Duhane, and we got our team there. Thank God. Steve, I'm exhausted. I say do everything under the radar, because the thing you got to do, and what I preach every single morning, is I put aside the hate. You can't hate. Everybody hates now. Stop with the hate. We're all in it together. It'll all work out. You know, if you believe in something. I have friends that are way far right, way far left, and I love them, and I don't hate them, you know? And I think I'll tell you the truth, between you and I, Steve, because we know each other so long, be perfectly honest with you on your show, it's like, if I wasn't like kind of in the middle, or, you know, I'm right of center, but my friends are either way left of center, or right. If I was hardcore, and I'd probably have 1 million followers, you know what I mean? Sometimes if you're hardcore, either the extremes seem to get all the followers. I'd rather keep it under the radar, keep it quiet, try to be nice, amicable. Pragmatic is my favorite word. I get upset sometimes, you know, and I'll rail sometimes, but for the most part, it's nice to stay as calm as we can, you know.
But I'm going to follow up on that, Joe. You and I have a mutual friend. Let's just call him Nikki G. Okay? And Nikki G. No. Listen, it's not some wise guy name. It's Nikki G. That's who it is. Okay?
Doesn't sound like a wise guy name. You're right.
No, seriously, hold on. So in all seriousness,
I'm sorry.
Our friend Nikki G, who is
great guy,
one of my closest friends of all time, we disagree on just about everything. But here's the thing that Nick and I talk about all the time, that some of my friends who are, let's say, very far left, will know of his politics, Nick's politics, and will say, how could you be best friends with that guy? And my response is, and Nick and I laugh about that because we have different views, and we'll say, hold on, you think because somebody voted differently in an election or someone has different views, you can't, how about loyalty, history, respect, real
Yeah,
friendship, fam,
that's
la
it.
familia.
That's
And
it.
I'm not going to
That's
turn
it.
this into an Italian American thing. I'm stunned by people who think you can't or shouldn't be friends with
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
see the world
I know.
differently. Go ahead, Joe Piscopo.
I know it's true because on the show, they could say, "Oh, Joe's a conservative." I said, "I am." I said, "I'm just a guy who loves the country. Like I'm a mouthpiece for my parents, rest their souls. I'm a mouthpiece. We know where we were brought up, Stephen, and your family comes from Newark, and we went to Newark to Bloomfield, then up
We
to
call
the
it old.
North.
Just call it old school.
Yeah, and it's about America. My father fought in the Second World War. My mom was a diehard and guilt-ridden, church-going, God-fearing Italian Catholic. I dropped to my knees. I go St. Thomas. I went to St. Thomas in Bloomfield. We got married at the Basilica in Newark, the Sacred Heart Basilica. That's all me. So when I talk about it, and I talk about that, there are a lot of people that feel like we do. Just we believe in the country, but I don't hate anybody. No matter what your color is, what your sex is, what you think you are. I don't, you know what, Steve? I don't have time to hate. I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? I don't have
But
time.
so many in the media, Joe, so many in our business, sorry for interrupting, my friend. So many
Yeah.
in our business say this: pick sides. Who are you with? Are you with
No,
us
they
or
can't.
them?
You can't. They like to divide. They want to divide and conquer. They want to divide and conquer. It's like one of my favorite guests, if I may, my friends who are conservative get me is Josh Gottheimer from the Fifth in Bergen County. Great guy.
United
We have a
States
lot of fun
Congressman
on the
Josh
air.
Gottheimer. Yep.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Oh, he's a Democrat. Yeah, and he's an old school kind of Democrat. Then I talked to Nicole Maliotakis in Staten Island, and Josh and Nicole are together trying to get that Gateway project going.
But
So
they
it's
don't
all
agree on
good.
a lot of things. They don't
That's
agree on the
exactly right.
2020 election. They don't
That's right.
agree on ideological issues. But
That's right.
like they can't ever come together and work together. That's
Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. Did you have work done? You look good, man. I gotta tell you something. You look really
Why?
handsome.
Why you hurt me like this?
Hey, God, you look so good. Can I have his number? Can I have the guy's number? Because I'm
Now,
ready.
now,
I'm
now
ready.
you're gonna.
I
What do
need
you say,
I think I
Joe?
need plugs. I need a little of this. Come on, baby. I'm
Joe,
ready.
listen,
What?
we're going to use this interview on public television. You get
Oh,
serious.
sorry.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Do this, because you and I go around in our house. Sinatra's everywhere, not just playing
Yeah.
on Sundays and waiting for Joe
Thanks.
to come on, but there are
Yeah.
pictures everywhere of Sinatra, and he's a big part of the way I grew up. Your healthy obsession with Frank Sinatra. Give me a minute on or less. Go.
No, Mr. S. Erie, it's if he wasn't from New Jersey, if Mr. Sinatra was not a North Jersey Italian American, and he wasn't born a year apart from my
Hoboken,
dad.
April art, makeup artist, Hoboken.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead, pick it
yeah,
up, Joe.
yeah. But it's so true because if it wasn't that, it's my dad. It's all about my dad. It's about they were so identical. Now my father went on, as you know, went to Rutgers, became a lawyer in Passaic. Pop and our fathers, rest their souls, man. And now that's what it's about. And the old man, Mr. Sinatra, we affectionately refer to him as the old man, as an admiral or a captain or someone in charge, the ultimate guy. And he was like so like my dad. I will watch Mr. S. I was at resorts and Mr. Sinatra was there performing, and we're watching. And then I'd watch the moves he'd make, and he would do the shoulders, or he'd do the hand, or he'd say a certain something. You make me feel so good. Boom. That's my father. It is my dad, and I grasp onto that legacy because then when I do Sundays with Sinatra, and thank you, Steve Adubato, for letting me plug WABC, and now we're streaming worldwide. It's syndicated. And a matter of fact, this weekend, if I can plug, we're in Nashville. We're down doing a celebration of the Sinatra Bar and Lounge, and I'm going to be down there with Tina Sinatra. They're royalty. The Sinatra name is royalty, and I treat it with such respect. But then when I study him, Steve, and I study how he started, that's our neighborhood, man. Rustic Calvin. He was in Englewood Cliffs,
New Jersey,
he's
right?
Out of Hoboken. This guy, and he went on to become an international superstar. Never forgot his roots, like you and I do. That's the obsession right there.
And do this. Check out our sister series, Remember Them, with my colleague Jackie Chicarico. One of our first Remember Them series we do in cooperation with the New Jersey Hall of Fame that Joe knows well is the #1 show. First show we ever did was on the life and legacy of the great Frank Sinatra. P.S.
Hey,
Joe, go ahead.
go.
I got 30 seconds left. Go.
You did a great job at the Hall of Fame inducting your father. Wait a minute. This was given. Michael, this is from Michael Adubato Jr. Do you remember this? 100 years ago, when I first started helping out, leading the way of Ray Chambers and your dear dad, who really blazed the path to help others in the great city of Newark, New Jersey, I was presented with this. by the Adubato family, and I wanted to show it to everybody.
My late
to
cousin
say
Michael.
thank you.
Hey, Joe,
Thank you.
before I let you go, when my father
Yeah.
passed, what was the Sinatra song that they played that was about my father's life, and he did it whose way?
My Way, baby, my way.
Just
That
checking.
was the one.
Hey, when I come, what's the song? What's the song you guys play when I'm coming on? Not when you're doing Springsteen, when you're doing Sinatra. When we're in the summer, when I come on your show, what's the Sinatra song?
That probably Mr. Sinatra's greatest vocal performance. Steve has it in his contract. When he comes on AM 970, we have to play The Summer Wind.
The Summer Wind.
Comes blowing in from across the sea.
Listen to Joe on Sunday nights on WABC Sundays with Sinatra. He's still singing. He's still doing it. What am I, Tommy? Tommy Cutlets over here? Check him out on AM 970, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on AM 970. Hey, Joe, thank you, my friend.
I love you, Stephen. Love to the family, please, my friend. Thank you. Keep up the great
Same
work.
to you. Do me a favor. Next time when you're on, dress up. Okay.
Yeah.
See you right after this, folks. Be right back.
I want to.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 30 years in public broadcasting. Funding has been provided by NJM Insurance Group, New Jersey Sharing Network, Rutgers University, Newark, Newark Board of Education, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Citizens Philanthropic Foundation, the Adler Aphasia Center, Veolia, and by Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. Promotional support provided by NorthJersey.com and Local IQ, and by ROINJ.
NJM Insurance Group has been serving New Jersey businesses for over a century. As part of the Garden State, we help companies keep their vehicles on the road, employees on the job, and projects on track. Working to protect employees from illness and injury, to keep goods and services moving across the state. We're proud to be part of New Jersey. NJM, we've got New Jersey covered.